Hey guys, excuse the sniffing. I just have a horrible cold. It is New Year's Day, so it is 2013, which is amazing, I guess. I feel really awkward because I'm in a room alone and I'm talking to myself. So it's a little creepy, but I'm going to try to get used to it. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick recap. My name is Tara, and this is Theraforeverr's podcast. I did have a podcast called T&J's, but Jay had to leave, and I decided to do a podcast by myself. Basically, what I'm looking for is a podcast that kind of gives advice out to teens, mostly about relationships, boys and girls, though. I will try not to be too girly. And basically, that's it. To begin our show, I have questions and answers. I have a few questions, and then they are what people responded to the questions, as in like polls. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but when you post a question on a website and you have the people that go to the website click one answer or the other, and at the end you see the results. That's kind of what this is here, the question and then the results to the question. First question is, do you and your crush dress similar? At first I thought it was kind of weird because of course a boy and a girl are not going to dress similar, but then I kind of saw it into perspective. I mean, maybe you and your crush like to dress fancy or really low key, like sweatpants and sweatshirts. In the range. 28.4% said yes and 71.6% said no. Of course, majority said no. You kind of saw it coming. Do you have an opposite gender BFF? As in, if you're a girl, do you have a guy BFF? And if you're a guy, do you have a girl BFF? 63.62% said yes and 36.38% said no. Majority of the people that said no said that they wanted opposite gender BFF. And that's kind of the take on that. A lot of people say that you can't really have an opposite gender BFF unless you're like gay. But I mean, I disagree because, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to go through the questions as quickly as I can with still kind of putting my opinion on it. Next question, what is the best place to approach your crush? These are all lame in my opinion. It's pretty much just like saying anywhere, but the places that came up are in class, in hallway, and outside of school. Outside of school kind of broadens like everything, like. And excuse me for saying like so much. I'm going to try to change that, but it's really hard. Okay, next question. What's the first thing you notice about your crush? These top 3 are totally reasonable, and I get what they're saying. Hair, eyes, and smile. I don't exactly get the hair because who really looks at the guy's hair? Oh my gosh, he has so cute hair. I don't really get that. I don't think I would do that. Eyes and smile, though, totally get that. Totally on board with that. Next question. Do you like boys/girls with tattoos? I love this question because there are so many like answers that you can say to this, and so many things like, well, what if he got a tattoo with me, or whatever. 26.1% said love it. 45.13% said it's okay. 28.77% said no. Sometimes I can see that people like a tattoo is a total deal breaker. Others, they don't really care. You're with a tattoo, you're not with a tattoo. It doesn't really matter. We're looking at your personality. Others think it's very attractive. I think tattoos are amazing, and I think they're very attractive, and I love them. So I definitely like guys with tattoos. Okay, next question. Would you ever crush on a guy friend? Of course, yes. I mean, everyone's going to crush on their guy friend, but the results say 88.01% said yes and 11.99% said no. Okay, this question is a very hilarious question, and it's a question that everybody would like to know. So the famous band One Direction, of course. And this question is, which One Direction guy would you date? Of course, Harry wins in the majority of 31.08%. Zayn is in the least with 18%. In the middle, we have 13.5% Liam, 11.46% Louis, and 26.37% Niall. And excuse me when I said Zayn was at the least, it's actually Louis who's at the least. But I think that's actually because a lot of people think that Louis is gay. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying this to offend someone, at all. I love One Direction. I love Louis. They're amazing. But sometimes you do have to question their sexuality. Okay. Next question. Would you ever flirt with a guy that's mean to your friends? Oh, gosh. This is, a tough question because and some people, they find it, attractive when a guy's rude when really you shouldn't. But 26.66% said yes and 73.34% said no. Of course, the majority lands on no. But I think if everyone was answering honestly, that most would say yes. Okay. Next question. Have you ever bullied someone? This is a really sad topic, so I'm really going to try to be quick on this. Okay. 57.54% said no. That's majority. 42.46% said yes. They are close together, though, which it's so sad that, they're so close together, but at least no is majority. Next little thing we have is email questions. If you haven't listened to this podcast before, email questions are if you really want to email it to the show, but you don't exactly know what to say, you didn't really have a strong opinion about anything, these are questions that I would really, really, really love to hear you guys' opinions on. First question we have, what are your expectations for a first kiss? I think I would really be psyched to hear about that, because some girls are like, I want the whole huge deal. I want it to be like a romantic movie, but not everybody can do that. It's not exactly possible. Most people have their first kiss now in middle school, so it's really hard to do a whole thing when you're only in middle school. Next question, if you already had your first kiss, what was it like? So if we can get these girls to kind of see the reality, not to break their dreams though, because there are things that guys do that are very romantic. It's not totally hopeless. Last question is, what do you do when your best friend or boyfriend cries in front of you, or girlfriend? What do you do when you have someone close to you that cries in front of you? Do you comfort them? Do you kind of walk away? Do you try to make it better? What do you do? Now, I have 2 emails for email help. They were emailing to our last podcast, which I said I was doing a new podcast, so that's this was their little welcome for me, but also some advice. Email 1 comes from Haley. Hey, first, I would like to say that I'm very excited to see your new podcast. I am a former T&J's podcast fan and love all the cute topics you guys talk about. Anyway, my name is Haley and I'm in 8th grade. I have been going out with this guy for about 3 weeks, and me and him text I love you to each other, but we have never said it in person. Should I wait for him to say it in person, or should I? Haley, and the little cute smiley face. That is adorable. I would say that you can say it first if you mean it, though. But if you do mean it, you need to say it first, if that makes any sense. So, if you do love in person, you can't really hold it back. You should tell them when you know for sure. So, you actually have to think about what the word means. Think if maybe that's too much for you. Maybe you don't really, really love this guy. You just really like him a lot, which is totally understandable. You're in 8th grade. But that's my advice to you is, if once you go over and think that you really, really, really do love him and it's seriously true, then I would tell him in person. I don't exactly know a great way to tell him. I would love to get back to you on next podcast though. So if anyone's listening and has a great way for Haley to tell her boyfriend that she loves him, just email in at Theraforeverr@gmail.com. Again, Theraforeverr@gmail.com. And I will make sure to read your emails to Haley next podcast, so she will get your advice. You can kind of help me out on this. But Haley, that's my advice to you. If you really do mean it, say it first. Just to get it out in the air. Sometimes guys are wimps and they're scared. You just gotta kind of put that to the side. Next email. Hey Tara, I loved your podcast T&J's, and I thought I should write in and ask you about my dilemma. So I'm in 9th grade, and my boyfriend has a birthday coming up in a couple of months. We have been dating for 3 months, and I don't know what to get him. How much money should I spend? We are both kind of middle-class families. Thanks a bunch, Ashley. Well, Ashley, this is an amazing topic because it's really hard for you to get gifts, like for other people. You've been dating for 3 months, so that's a while. You are in high school, and you're middle-class families. Okay. Oh, that's a topic that I'm really not that great in because I am a horrible gift giver. Like, I just always seem to give the worst gifts. I don't know why. I don't know how. I do. But I really, really want to help you. I would say, because what I've seen from other couples and what I've had in my own experience is kind of a teddy bear candy situation. Like a little teddy bear, maybe like that says I love you, and then like some candy that it's hugging or something. If you can kind of picture what I'm saying. But you guys haven't dated for 3 months, so that's kind of a little longer, but at least I that's what I would say, is I would get a teddy bear and, maybe some candy and stuff, and it'd be kind of cute, just, it's really, the thought that you remembered his birthday, and that, it's his birthday and stuff. I would probably go on that. And also, Christmas, just passed, so maybe if you got, this huge kind of thing, if you got a laptop or whatever, you could get something that kind of goes with that, I don't know, what are little things for laptops? Headphones or something? Just something that goes with maybe something you got for Christmas or a teddy bear situation. That's what my go-to gift would be. If anyone has any advice for Dear Ashley, please email in at Theraforeverr@gmail.com. Again, Theraforeverr@gmail.com, and I will make sure to read your emails out loud next podcast, and we can help Ashley and Haley. Okay, that was some serious email help. I'm sorry, I really, really am stuffy. Okay, next we have news, but I don't exactly have any news because I haven't really been getting caught up. But there was a lot of stuff that happened that was terrible in 2012, and since today is New Year's, I just kind of want to do this whole 2012 thing. Sadly, I don't exactly have that prepared, but that's really what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to kind of hope that everyone has a thought out there for all the people that have passed away in all these huge events, especially the school shooting. And then we had why can't I think of it? I think it was a senator or someone very dear and important who died in a different country. Then it's been a really dramatic year, and I just hope that everyone's thoughts and wishes go out to them. My thoughts and wishes go out to them. So, very sorry for everyone's losses, and I just hope we can make it better this year, because it is 2013. Okay, thought for the day. So, every podcast, I'm going to have a thought for the day. And today's thought for the day is a positive thought a day keeps the negative days away. Meaning that you wake up, think a positive thought, as in, I'm beautiful, or I love my family, or just something positive. It really does put you in a better mood, and it helps those negative thoughts and negativeness just kind of disappear, as if you have a force field around you. So that is my thought for the day. Then our last little section we have here is advice topic. Fun! I have 3 little advice topics for you. And I would love to get you guys' opinion on this, because I really do love everyone's opinion. Okay, first topic is, how long in a relationship do you say I love you? This kind of goes with our email, with the Haley thing. I think it's really when you're ready, but sometimes girls, they go a little crazy and they think they love the guy the minute they ask them out. So I would think you would want to have a month or so to just kind of make it go through your brain or something. Yeah, and thank you for listening. This was Theraforeverr Podcast. And don't forget to email me at Theraforeverr@gmail.com. Thanks. Bye.